there, I'm back. 2 videos in one day, crazy. Okay, so I'm back because my date got delayed slightly, so I have time to style my hair, and I thought I'm gonna show you how I style it. And, you know, let me know, give me feedback on this, because I've been thinking about merging my hair page. I have a salon, and I have a salon page, and I've been thinking about merging it with this page, the Beauty Bone Deep, because it kind of all goes together. And I thought this is a good enough time to test it out, right? So let me tell you what I did so far. I washed my hair and I used Olaplex number 4 and 5, which is their shampoo and conditioner. It is my favorite. It is amazing, and Olaplex rebuilds the broken bonds in your hair, so it actually repairs. It's the most amazing product I've ever seen. And for some reason, I can see that you guys are here. I can see that there's some people here, but I don't know why, but earlier today I couldn't see any comments until I stopped the video. So if you're commenting, just know that I'll come back and I'll answer any questions, all right? But maybe somebody could throw a comment and see if maybe I can see you now. I don't know why. Yeah, I can write a comment, but I don't know. Okay, here's what I did. Shampoo, condition, and then I towel dried, and before I brushed it out, I used the Wizard by Amika. This is a leave-in conditioner, a heat protectant, a detangler. It adds a little bit of shine. I only used about 3 pumps of it. What I love about it is it's a really fine mist, and it does have some oil in it, but it doesn't weigh down my fine hair. So it's pretty awesome. And then I sprayed just a little bit of this Lanza Air Paste, and you have to shake it up. It sounds like spray paint. And I just kind of put, I think I just did 3 or 4 squirts. 1, 2, 3, 4, just in this crown area, okay? So this is gonna give you a lot of lift. You can use it on damp or dry hair. And I sometimes use it on both, so I will show you. Then, oh, I also used Olaplex number 6, which is their leave-in creamy conditioner. I did put that from about my mid-hair lengths down. You only need about the size of a pea. A tiny bit goes a long way. So this has been a lifesaver. I probably don't need to use this, but I think that the Olaplex probably replaced it, but I'm gonna use it anyway. It's called the Shield, and it is a style extending spray. It's also a heat protectant. This is something that you just use on dry hair. And I'm just gonna spray that throughout, so it'll protect my hair from more heat, and it just kind of keeps my style longer. But it's not hairspray. It doesn't have hold like that. It doesn't feel like hairspray. So I've got that in, and while I've been yapping away, I turned on this Volume Petite. You can get these from volume.com, or this one I got on Amazon, and it happened to be on sale, so that made me happy. It only has 1 use, and I normally don't buy a tool that I can only do one thing with, but this was the exception. It is a volumizer. It's kind of like a crimper, but magical. I don't know how to describe it, but let me tilt this up just a little bit so you can see the top of my head better. I'm gonna just do in this crown area, and I'm gonna do under here where I have a little bit less hair, partially because of where I part it, but it just makes it fuller. The trick with it is you wanna make sure that you do not get it where you're gonna see the hair. Does that make sense? So we're gonna just do it underneath, and you'll see why. Because it makes like a weird texture in your hair, and it's not something that I wanna keep. Hey, Lori, I will see you soon. This gave me time to do a little hair video. So I'm gonna use my Volume tool. It has a little lock on it, so let me unlock it. And here's what I do. I just took kind of a strip. I'm gonna hold it straight up. I'm gonna put this in here, and I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. See how it made that weird texture? But it's so cool because you can brush through it, it won't go away, but it will give instant lift. You'll see. Hang on, I'm gonna do a couple more and you'll really get the effect. It's pretty amazing. Oh, I'm so glad I can see your comments. Hi, Kel. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Elizabeth. Hey, I would hit the little wave button, but my hands are full. So Okay, I'm taking another strip of this. I'm putting the volume in there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You do not have to hold it hard. It's just kind of, you lightly put it together, but see how it looks like a weird waffle iron? And then, this is where I'm parting today, since it kind of likes that. And I'm not gonna argue with it. Maybe I'll make a little extra zig in my zag. Now I'm gonna make sure that I take this piece out because I don't wanna crimp this because I don't want it to show. And definitely don't get anything in the front. And look, check this out, you guys. I am growing out my sparkles. It's kind of crazy, but I don't hate them. So I'm kind of going with it. Practice what you preach, right? Because I'm always kind of telling my clients, oh, your silver's so pretty. Why don't we just kind of work with it? So I'm doing it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And this is probably the trickiest part of it, is figuring out how much to do. You can take extra sections. The more sections you do, the more fullness you're gonna get. I guess I'll do one right here. Danielle, we are gonna go to the view house. So I'm not sure how the seating is, but I did make a reservation. All right, now look at this, like instant oomph. Isn't that crazy? It's like it simulates teasing. It's like I teased my hair. Can you imagine if I did all of it everywhere? That's all I do. I'm gonna turn this off and then I curl my hair. So let me show you how I do that. Let me make sure I unplug this. I don't want any fires starting when I'm on my date. Okay, I have been heating up my curling iron. This is my favorite curling iron and it's dying. I can tell because it keeps changing temperatures. So I'm pretty sure that my heating element is going out on it. In fact, Cal, if you're still watching, this is a bio-ionic and I love it. I think I might have got it from you. If they have these at the store still, I would like another one, and this is an inch. 1 inch barrel is what I use. Okay, so here's what I do. I usually, maybe I'll do, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me tilt back so you guys can see my whole head. Thank you. Okay, I like to take some slices and pretty big chunks I take. I'm always gonna have the tip of my curling iron facing the ceiling, pointing towards the ceiling. I'm gonna put it in pretty close to my scalp. I'm gonna do a turn and I'm just kind of pulling it out. And if you'll see when I turn again, I tap my thumb on here just to loosen the clip. Now, if you have a curling wand, then of course you don't need to worry about the clip. But I learned on a curling iron like this, and I've tried the ones, and I always feel like I don't have as much control. So that's just me. Plus I burn my hand, even when I wear that stupid mitt that they give you. So straight up, at least always pointing upward, because that keeps this hair right here from falling out. And then sometimes I do this thing called the loop-de-doo. Let me show you again, I lost that. Where I turn it like this and then I pull it out like this, and I turn again and I kind of pull out a little bit more and I turn, and see how it made this tighter right here? So I just call it the loop-de-doo. And I probably need a clip, but I can't find one, so we're just gonna go with it. But I'm taking pretty good size sections. The smaller the section, the tighter your curl. Hi Alicia, it's another reason why I like the 1 inch curling barrel, because if I want more of a wave, I just take a bigger chunk of hair or I run my fingers through it right away. You'll notice that I'm not doing that. I just kind of get them out of the way. But if you get one that's just way too curly, if you want to loosen up the curl, you just run your fingers through it while it's still warm. I am letting them cool off, and that sets the curl in there better. But I also, when I curl my hair, I don't usually have to curl it for the next 3 days. I dropped that. I just have a little bit looser curl each day. Hi, Michelle. Oh, I can't see. I can't see because I have hair in my eyes and I'm trying to get this curl. Okay. All right, there we go. I leave out the front. I don't know. I just kind of feel like it's the most important part, so I wait until the end to do it. But if you see, I only did 1, 2, 3, 4 curls there. So it doesn't take me a long time. I also don't have a ton of hair, so I think I'm gonna get this chunk out of the way and we're just gonna kind of do this whole bit. So let me show you from the back if I can turn around. I just have a pretty good chunk there. And I definitely like to do them more vertical, and I kind of almost, I think they're kind of like triangle sections almost, because I tend to go like that with it. But truly the trick with however you're gonna curl this is starting closer to your root, curving it in like that. Hi, Deanne. And then tapping to get the whole rest of your hair in. That will give you a more even curl instead of just pulling it all the way to our ends. Like I remember in high school, this is how we learned. You stuck it in here for some reason and then you pulled it all the way to the end and then you started to curl it. And what happened with that is all this hair started to sit on top of each other, and so the heat, and we would go like this, and I'm not doing that because I'm not going to burn my hair because curling irons are way better now. And you would get tons of curl down here, but then you don't get any curl up there. So that is why if you put it in closer to your scalp and you just kind of weave the hair through, you're going to get a much better, more even curl pattern. Look at all that. That's my silver, my sparkles. I like it. I don't know why, but it's definitely growing on me. So, what do you guys think so far? Are you learning anything? You can do this with any length of hair, by the way. I mean, within reason. It has to go around the barrel more than twice, I guess, so. Oh, did I miss that piece? Maybe. I'll just put a little bend in there. Okay, now I've got just this little bit left over, right? So I'm gonna take this chunk here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Maybe a little bit there. And I'm curling all of these back. If you want a little bit more natural curl pattern, do one forward and one back. But on your crown here, I would always go back. Otherwise, you're gonna get some weird flat spot probably that I don't think that you would want. See, I'm just kind of tapping that until it lets me weave in the ends. And curling irons nowadays, I mean, they heat up and they stay hot, and the material that they use, I personally like gold curling irons that have a temperature dial on them. That's my favorite. Instead of it just saying like low, medium, high, if it has a temperature number on it, I think they're the best. And also, every iron is slightly different. So 300 on one curling iron may be completely different on another curling iron. So you just need to figure out your own temperature and start lower rather than higher so you don't burn your hair, your delicate, beautiful hair. Olaplex can help repair it a little bit, but if you fry it, it's done. It won't bring dead things back to life. All right, I feel like there's a little piece I missed, but we'll check it later. All right, so I've got it all curled, right? Oh, nope, I missed this piece. Where is it? I'll just bend that a little bit. All right, now I'm gonna take a light hairspray. This is Lanza's Dramatic FX aerosol. Oh, I think it's a little clogged. I'm gonna let it kind of sit and cool down for a second. And then I just put my fingers in at my scalp and I kind of shake it out. If you want it wavier, you can totally just brush it, but I kind of like what happens when I just use my fingers. And because I did all this volume crimping, watch what happens when I tease a little bit under there. It's pretty amazing. I'm gonna grab my little like tangle teaser brush and I'm gonna take that section. Watch this. It's so cool. I'm just gonna tease right at the scalp. I'm not even gonna spray hairspray or anything, but look at, watch. Ha! Is that crazy? I'm telling you, it's a combination of the styling product, but more than anything, it's that volume tool. It gives it that texture, which gives it grip. So it just wants to tease even easier. Isn't that crazy? Let me get one more little one back here. And then I always spray just a little bit of hairspray kind of on the underneath. And then I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm just really lightly, the teeth are barely going into the hair. I'm just kind of smoothing over the outside of it and just do it until you get the oomph that you want. And I have been trying not to do it as teased as normal because sometimes that can kind of age me, I think, if I get a little too bouffanty. So I go like this and I try to separate it a little bit so it doesn't look like a bump it in there. Do you guys remember those? And then the last thing that you have to do is you have to look at the back and make sure you didn't miss a piece or you have a weird hole. So where is my mirror? Where is my mirror, you guys? Oh, I'll just use this. Okay, let's see what we got. Now you're gonna see all my mess and my setup too. Probably of my camera. Okay, so yeah, I did pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna smooth a little bit with my fingers and then sometimes I'll just take a piece and twist it. I think I'm good. I'm gonna do just a little bit of spray right in here. Also, another good tip is you can spray this as much as you want, but when you have hair that moves, it looks much more youthful. It looks less dated. So, you know, if you want hold here, do it. But just make sure that everything like below your chin moves, because that's what's gonna make it look like pretty hair that's not just stiff. And then, you know, if you want to mess with this a little bit, if you want to put another curl in it, I'm just going to kind of lift it. I think that's good. I'm happy with that. All right. Let me know what you guys think. If you want to see more hair videos or more things to do with hair on this page, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to merge. Beauty Bone Deep is just going to become all things hair, makeup, beauty. Maybe I'll start getting my nails done again soon too. I don't know. I used to do them myself, but that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'll tell Todd you said hi, and I'm gonna have fun on my date. All right, love you. Have a beautiful day.